In this video, I will demonstrate how to closely monitor a high-risk user and a sensitive folder in OpenText Content Server using Synergy's Content Sentry product. Out of the box, Content Sentry treats all users and content equally. However, in reality, certain areas of Content Server are at higher risk than others. Classifications and rules allow security officers or administrators to address this risk. Let's take a closer look. To set the stage for the demo, I'll select today in the time slider and confirm there are no incidents reported for this period. I've also created some sensitive content located in the Human Resources folder, and we'll consider Robbie a high-risk user. In order to configure Content Sentry to closely monitor these high-risk areas, we'll go to the Configure Monitoring just to take a look at the baseline. Again, we'll use the download event. Notice that the counts are set to 10, 15, and 20 for low, medium, and high respectively. So now we'll use classifications and rules to closely monitor those use cases that we talked about. I'm going to go back to the admin pages and go to configure rules, and we're going to add a new rule. First rule will be in location. So we'll just choose in location and then select human resources. And that will be the first rule we'll create. We'll select a new classification. We'll classify this as high risk. And click on add. And we'll add this rule condition. Now we'll create a second rule, and we'll say user is, and we'll go browse, and we'll go first name, and we'll say Robbie. So we'll select Robbie, and we'll add it to the same high risk classification. You can also create different classifications for different reasons. For example, you might want to create a low risk classification to monitor system users a little bit differently. So that's depending on your business requirement. So I'll go ahead and finish up this rule condition. And now we'll have two rules. The first rule is location in the Human Resources folder. And the second rule would be user Robbie. The order of these rules are really important because as soon as any of these rules are evaluated to true, then that risk classification is going to be executed. Okay, so now that we have the rules set up, I'm going to go back to the Configure Monitor screen again. And now we'll take a look at the defaults. Again, we'll choose download. Now the default is set to 10, 15, 20, as we saw earlier. Now you can see another tab called high risk. I'm going to choose 1, 2, and 3 for the purposes of this demo. And we're going to give it an email address, security@Synergy.lab, and we'll add that one. And we'll go and add another one. And again, for the third one, we'll add the same ones to all. Okay, so now we have, for demo purposes, 1, 2, and 3 set, and we'll go ahead and save that. So up in the tabs here, I have another tab. I'm logged in as Robbie under this tab. So now if I go to Human Resources, and then I go to Compensation and look at my sensitive content, if I download a couple of these documents, I'll find the download, and we'll download another document. Okay, so now we have 2 downloads. What I'll also do while we're waiting for the events to fire, we'll just go, and now I'm logged in as Robbie, as I mentioned, so I'll go to Information Technology, and I'll just download another document here outside of the sensitive folder. I'll just do a couple more downloads here. Version test, download. Okay, so I'm going to flip back to the dashboard now, and we'll take a look at today. And now we'll see we have several violations for today. We have a low, we have a medium, and we have a high. Now, the details of the violations are located here. So we have on March 20th, there's a download violation, user Robbie, for all of them. And we had some high risk classification violations here. So low, medium, and high, and you can tell here that based on the numbers, we can see these violations. So this hopefully gives you an example of how to kind of closely monitor specific folders or specific users, and there are various other conditions or rules that we can apply and use Content Sentry to monitor your data. Thank you for watching.